hip-hop world was a pressure cooker ready to explode, and at the center of it all were two titans of rap, Eminem and Ja Rule. The stage was set, the mics were hot, and the diss tracks were flying like verbal hand grenades. In the battle of words, bars, and beats and major beef, who destroyed who? First up, we got Eminem, the rap game's wild child from Detroit, Michigan. His real name is Marshall Mathers, but you probably know him as Slim Shady. Eminem had a rough start in life, growing up in a working-class family with more than his fair share of struggles. But he had a gift: words. He used rap as an escape from his tough reality. Eminem's breakthrough came with his 1999 album, The Slim Shady LP. His lyrics were controversial, his rhymes were razor sharp, and his alter ego Slim Shady was pure fire. He became the rap industry's bad boy, and fans couldn't get enough of his edgy, no-holds-barred style. Now let's flip it over and let's talk about Ja Rule, born Jeffrey Atkins, representing Queens, New York. Ja Rule's journey to fame started in the late 90s. He had this knack for creating catchy, radio-friendly tracks with melodic hooks. His debut album, Veni Vidi Vici, dropped in 1999 and catapulted him to stardom. Ja Rule had his own unique style, and it seemed like he was on top of the world. He was all about the hits, and his music was dominating the airwaves. Here's where things start to get interesting. Picture this: 50 Cent, a rising rapper from the same Queens neighborhood as Ja Rule. These two had history, and it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. There was an incident, a robbery in Queens, that became the spark that ignited this whole feud. See, during that incident, 50 Cent got robbed and lost some valuable bling. Now, the details are hazy and there are different versions of what really went down. But one thing was clear: it set off a feud between 50 and Ja Rule that would define an era in hip-hop. Now, here's where Eminem comes into the picture. 50, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, was already signed to Eminem's label, Shady Records. Eminem and 50 were tight, like brothers in the game. So when 50 started trading shots with Ja Rule, Eminem couldn't stay on the sidelines. The feud between 50 and Ja Rule was intense, with both artists dropping diss tracks left and right. And because of 50's close ties with Eminem, it was only a matter of time before Eminem got pulled into the mix. It was like a hip-hop domino effect. One feud led to another, and oh man, did things get heated back in the day. Alright, this feud wasn't your run-of-the-mill rap spat. Alright, it was more like a sonic showdown that had fans on the edge of their seats. Alright, so picture this: Ja Rule and 50 Cent are going at it like cats and dogs. These early exchanges were fierce, with both artists unleashing lyrical blows at each other. Man, they were like heavyweight boxers trading punches in the ring, except it was all happening on wax. See, Ja Rule was already known for his catchy hooks and radio-friendly tracks, but in this feud, he was showcasing his battle rap skills. The insults were sharp and the disrespect was real. We're talking like a lyrical war zone, and fans couldn't get enough of it. Now, here's where things took a twisted turn. Ja Rule, in a move that had everyone's jaws dropping, decided to target Eminem's family in a track called Loose Change. It was like he flipped the script from dissing 50 to taking aim at Eminem's loved ones, his mother, ex-girlfriend, and even his precious daughter, Haley. I mean, we're talking about some pretty seriously harsh stuff going down. See, Ja Rule wasn't holding back, and he crossed the line by bringing innocent family members into the feud. Everybody knew it was a low blow, to say the least, and Eminem must have felt like he needed to defend his family honor. Oh man, and defend he did. Yo, M, not wanting to take such insults laying down, came back swinging out the gate. Now, this dude dropped diss records like Do Re Mi, Haley's Revenge, and even did a remix of Tupac's Hail Mary. Now, these tracks were like verbal haymakers aimed directly at Ja Rule's jaw. Eminem's lyrics were scathing, his rhymes were razor sharp, and his delivery was pure fire. Yo, he wasn't just defending himself, he was defending his family's honor. It was like watching a fierce guardian protect his loved ones. It was a rap battle for the ages, and neither artist was backing down, and the feud was at its peak. Once Ja Rule decided to target M's family, all bets were off. It was like a verbal boxing match with both fighters taking turns throwing punches. The insults were personal and the disses were brutal. It was hip-hop drama at its finest, or should I say its most ferocious. Eminem never wanted to back down from a lyrical challenge, retaliated with the kind of fire and fury that made him a rap icon. Yo, he wasn't just defending himself, he was defending his family's honor and he wasn't holding back. It was a rap battle for the ages and fans were loving every single minute of it. So let's talk about some of the heavyweight diss tracks that came out during this epic feud. See, Ja Rule dropped Clapback, which was basically his way of saying, I ain't taking this lying down. Now, the track was loaded with insults and aimed straight at Eminem and 50. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it was a bold move and it kept the feud burning. Now, on the other side of the ring, Eminem hit back hard with Go to Sleep. Now, this track was like a verbal knockout punch. He didn't just go after Ja Rule, he took shots at Murder Inc., Ja Rule's crew, and even his own enemies. It was a ruthless display of lyrical prowess that had fans nodding their heads in approval. Fans and the hip-hop community were hooked, eagerly waiting for the next diss track to drop. Eminem and Ja Rule were taking shots at each other on tracks, in interviews, and even on stage. It was a rap war that spilled into every corner of the hip-hop world. Alright, so let's talk about why Eminem decided to call it quits in the Eminem vs. Ja Rule feud by 2004. See, it was like the grand finale of a long-running drama, and here's how it went down. Picture this, you're in a never-ending argument with someone, right? It's like a constant back and forth of insults, diss tracks, and personal attacks. And you know, after a while, it just gets old, right? Well, that's exactly how Eminem felt. Now, this feud had been going on for what felt like an eternity, and it was exhausting. Eminem had reached the point where he was just tired of the whole thing. See, the emotional toll it took on him was immense, and that's where Eminem was in 2004. So what did the man decide to do? He decided to drop a bombshell, a track where he declared victory. Yo, the man basically said that Shady Records, his record label, had won the war. This was just straight up a mic drop moment, signaling the end of his involvement in the feud. See, Slim was making it clear that he was done with this whole feud business. He had better things to do, like making music and focusing on his career. He also saw the feud as redundant, not profitable, and frankly childish. He also challenged that it had become a distraction from what really mattered: his music and his legacy as an artist. Alright, and now that you know all the ins and the outs of the feud between Eminem and Ja Rule, comment down below who you think came out on top. Yo, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more captivating stories from the world of music and beyond. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll catch you next time.